as you were leaving the house, you said all your goodbyes and all this sort of stuff. Bear handed you something.
He handed me the house's... The house has a bag of filter coffee and everybody wants it, so he handed it to me as a prank to walk up. But he wanted me to walk up, but I left it on the stairs.
Good for you.
I didn't take it out. It was a bit of a cheat.
Did you see that kind of behaviour as pranks? I mean, because I was watching and I was infuriated. I'm just thinking, it's like torture.
I know. Look, you did see an edit of 24 hours, OK? So you saw an hour of 24 hours. He has psychotic tendencies. He's overbearing, but I have to tell you, if you stand up to him, he will leave you alone. And he did not bother me because I went up to him and I said, don't mess with me.
I think he didn't want to bother you in the end, and also you stopped reacting.
And I ended up being his mother. Because he'd be sitting down and be like, you don't need to do that, you don't need to do that, right? And he's a prankster. Look, on one level, he's a prankster, he's a young kid having the time of his life. On the other, he is a character from a reality show that any kind of behaviour is acceptable on TV. You have to manage that. It's a game for them. It's not real life. But I've got a feeling that they just don't know what their limits and boundaries are.
Thing is, it's really difficult because obviously Bear's not here to defend himself now, which, you know, he has a right to do. He never defend himself with me, but there you go. But I have to talk about the incident with Marnie because I was literally screaming at the telly.
He puts her boobs in my face and says, you're just jealous of this. And, you know, at that point, I just looked at her and I thought, I feel really sorry for you. I feel sorry for you that you feel you have to do that you use your body as a weapon, that you feel you have such low esteem of yourself that you would even take that as a dare. When I walked into the house, the first question she asked me was, who are you going to sleep with in the house? That is the first question.
They are practiced now to
These
go
are
into
their
those
lines.
shows.
These
They're
are their
managed.
lines.
They are advised.
But what annoyed me about the Marnie situation was if that had been a guy that had gone up and done that, he'd have been kicked out.
Absolutely.
You know, and it's not fair.
It's offensive.
It's offensive.
It's completely offensive.
It is, and in her world, I mean, I don't know, I don't know if her mum's watching the show, but in her world, that is acceptable behaviour, and that's what shocked me. I've seen a pair of boobs, I'm not shocked by them, but it was the whole intention and the package that came with it on the day that I was missing my kids and my husband, and you could visibly see how
no, you could see it. Also, as well, you've talked about it being a game and it's an experience and it's what is it you called it? Mental torture. Did you learn anything about yourself? Because when I watched the show last night, I thought that the interview you did afterwards with Emma was incredible, and I thought you really took on board a lot of the criticisms that had been put your way, and I thought you handled them really well.
Well, the main criticism that I had was, you've got an opinion. And it was like, oh, my God, is that all? Is that the worst thing that's going to come out of it? Oh, thank heavens for that, I've done all right. Yes, I have. I live in a world where there's lots of stuff going on. I don't like sitting on the fence. I like to have an opinion. But I tell you something, what I learned from that show, and I'm so grateful, is I am so grateful for having my friends, that I am actually normal, I'm a decent human being, I have morals and values, and I'm happy. And if that's boring, if that doesn't float your boat, then no problem, I'm happy with it, and I am so grateful.
And you're still going to get your extension.
And I'm still going to
back to business for you now. You're coming back on Loose Women and just going back to normal.
Absolutely. I haven't even seen my kids yet. I've spoken to them, but I'm going to see them tonight because I've got to go on to the bit on the side. So
great. All right. Oh, well, welcome back, Saira.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.